I'll just stop. What up? Welcome to Excellence is an Understatement podcast. I'm here, Brandon Mayshak, with our host Mimi and Tevin over here.
Welcome back.
And it's been a little minute, but what's happening with y'all, man? It was good.
Been running myself crazy. Running myself crazy. That's really about it, man. Trying to maintain, stay afloat.
Yeah.
Doing the whole 5-9.
True. 5-9. Oh, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Oh, for sure. 5 a.m.
Yeah, you can have that.
3 miles as soon as you wake up.
Oh, yeah. Military stuff.
You can have that.
Forget that. I'm good with my 6 a.m. My 6 a.m. maybe workout or train my client and then go back to sleep.
Bro. The worst.
My client workouts been my workouts for the past 3 weeks, to be honest.
Nah, for sure.
Like, what's up, Mimi?
Oh man, I've been busy. I took like 2 weeks off to take care of some stuff. So then after that, it's like shit, cleaning business, podcast was good. Diaper cakes on sale. Hit me up.
Who cakes?
Yeah.
Diaper cakes. I'll show you some pictures.
Diaper cakes.
Yeah, I make diaper cakes. It's like for baby showers. They're neat. I've been making them for a few years now. I've actually been successful. I sold a diaper cake to a celebrity before.
Oh, I got you. I see.
Ooh.
You know.
Hey, what's good with that carrot? You ever made carrot flavor?
No, this is
Like
diapers.
carrot cake? No, it's like little.
It's made out of diapers.
It's literal diapers.
Yeah, diaper cake.
Oh, you can't eat that.
No.
I mean, you
man,
probably do it. I mean, I don't know.
They're for like baby showers. Like they're cute.
Like decorative, yeah.
I hate when we humans make things look like food, man. I be wanting to eat everything.
Nah, have y'all seen those ones where they make burgers?
Yo,
like
great
carrots?
business though. Seriously, huh?
Where they like make like burgers like cakes and you cut into it as actual cake.
Oh yeah.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
That pisses me off because it
Yeah,
ain't good.
Your tongue be ready for certain stuff too, dog. Like it start tingling and. So, I don't know about y'all,
Look, your tongue be ready.
Yo, I don't know. This is weird. Yo. All right, so I don't know about y'all sweeping it up. No,
Brandon been ready since we got here.
When you don't eat something for a minute, like when you eat, do your cheeks ever flare up with like a split second of pain? No, like a hard tingling sensation as soon as you eat something.
Oh, you talk about like when we eat like sweet tarts.
No,
not that.
No, any food for me, like
that's crazy.
It's like my body or my cheeks has this sensitivity towards how when I'm hungry or excited.
Is it specific or just anything?
Any food, yo. If I'm hungry or craving enough, and the moment I do this, I get this pinching like excited. Like it has been doing this for all my life, yo. It's all my life.
That is weird.
And my body's weird, yo. But yeah, I mean, how y'all been doing it? Say during all this hiatus, like what's been going on? Anything new or anything? What's good?
Alright, looking at me like that.
I'm not sure. Man. Why not?
Well, I mean, the only thing new is me and Bae just celebrated our anniversary. You guys can go on my page and kind of look at our date. It was really like sexy and romantic,
I had to take some notes. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, somebody actually hit me up and was like, how much would you charge me to redo that? And I was like, shit, no. What you looking for?
You give me a little minute, I'll give you a little spreadsheet on what I
I'm
offer.
trying to tell you,
Turn anything, flip it into a business.
I'm trying to tell you. Now I actually hired somebody to do it, but she flaked out on me like 3 days before my event.
That's your girl. She playing stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. So I ended up doing my damn self, and it came out really nice. I was happy. So.
Hey, look, man. When you can't depend on nobody, sometimes you gotta depend on yourself.
No, mainly depend on yourself before you depend on others. I mean, it's okay to depend on other people, but you know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. No, you're right.
Yeah.
That's exactly, no. And I just said it like that because it's like, yo, to be honest, I be wanting to feel like I can depend on
people, of course.
Man.
Honest. But it's like
that's sometimes not reality. It's not the reality of the situation.
And when you put a lot of trust into people, they will let you down a lot of times.
But we all are human. Everybody But the biggest part about it is communication, though, for real. Like, even if you can't do it, communicate that with me. And then at that point, I'll say, all right, man, I understand. And I can go on from there. But to literally just drop the ball and leave you with the pieces to pick it up, that's the part where it's messed up. Friend, foe, or not, bro. Like, communication is the biggest key.
Man,
it's the biggest key, yo. Like,
dropping gems.
And you know, you could kind of rabbit hole that, like, in communication, because, well, why don't people communicate? Fear, you know, a lot of times. And so, like, you gotta look, you know, behind why is communication so hard for people. Sometimes it's fear of not just wanting to have an argument, or afraid of what your opinion or whatever it's gonna be. And so it's
man, look, we grown.
You know, we are, yo. I wish I could say that, but I'm really realizing more than ever, just because somebody is 25 or up, they might have never learned something along the way, like their parent or their...
Oh, for sure.
They might not, you know, who knows, like, it's such a different situation for everybody, but...
Yeah.
You know.
But what's been going on with y'all, man, you know? What's going on with you?
I mean, well, that's...
Shoot, man, for me, I know, like, just more clients, so... You know, good business.
That's good.
You know, might have a little short, you know, Florida trip to see the family in a couple of weeks.
It's important.
I mean, honestly, really just keeping on my path and purpose, man. Just serving the community, training these clients, doing some graphic design, trying to keep away from these girls out here, you know, trying to do the whole corn bay thing, you know what I mean? Nah, let me stop. Nah, but
I ain't trying to hit him with the baby.
Look, man,
No, baby.
I just need one of y'all to act right so I can wife you. Just do that. Just somebody act right so I can finally wife one of y'all, because I'm tired of the rest of y'all.
Anyway. We need to do like a bachelor type of thing.
I'm for it.
Oh no, we're not, yo. No.
Oh no. I thought she was about to say something else. I thought she was about to say we need to do like a men and women's panel of like just stuff like around these topics. And
there's low key a podcast
that
does that, something like that.
I'm talking about just a one time thing.
Oh no, this one
the good people.
This one pod, the Joe Button, they do this thing for the love of Maul, right? Their dude Maul on there, they be getting on him about jokes all the time, and they do touring actually on stage, and so they got this segment called For the Love of Maul, where like they blindfold him and they bring like 3 girls up and he asks questions.
Wouldn't that be so fun, Brandon?
Nah.
Blindfold him, be like, hey, all right, ladies.
All right, nah.
I'll do it. Look, nigga blindfold me, be like.
I just need somebody. This is what I need. I need somebody who is healed or willing to allow me to walk with them on that healing path. Number one, because that's my main. I think I attract like people who need healing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times.
Healing.
And just be comfortable with yourself, yo.
Hold on.
Be secure.
What type of healing?
Yo, internal, yo, whoever broke your heart. Whoever, mental health.
I need your mental health to be 100 before we talk.
Yeah.
We can't do that unless you are literally healed and you will take care of your business on the mental side of things.
Yeah.
Physical is already a given. Everybody work out. We would like to do the stuff on the hour. Are you doing the internal works to make sure that we will work?
Yeah.
I'm dropping gems.
All right. There we go.
He came back strong, y'all.
Seriously, yo, because think about it. A lot of people, you know, I think it was funny. The Smiths said this when they first started the Red Table Talk, right? When Will was first in the episode, they were like, and it sounded so great that you thought they were operating just like this. Oh, we don't depend on each other for our happiness. We go find our own happiness.
That's right.
And bring it together and personify. Obviously, that's not how things played out, but that is really how it should be. You got to find internal happiness, internal joy, internal just overall comfortability with yourself so you can be vulnerable with somebody else, you know. But, you know, everybody got their own mental health struggles. You know, it's not easier said than done.
Facts.
So, I mean, what's been good with y'all mental health, though, these days?
I'm good.
He said, oh, I'm good.
No, wait.
He said,
Damn, Tevin, just shit.
No, listen.
Like, that's y'all type problem.
No.
okay, God problems.
No, bro, I'm not saying I got
mortals. You mortals in your hurt, brokenness. Gosh, thanks for the judgment.
No. Rewind.
No.
So, when we talk about mental health, especially for me, like I feel like I tackle a lot of my issues, and more of the things that really plagued me early on. I've done a great job in really assessing and trying to take on them head on. So I really stay in my lane with certain things, and certain things you have to either internalize, have a conversation with it, put it out in the open, and I've done that so far. And I'm trying to stay in this place where I'm very, very light. I don't really like to take on things that will make me heavy. I don't like to take on other people's problems, other people's issues. I know for me, sometimes what I do is I get enthralled in somebody else's issues or somebody else's thing. And I want to save you so much that I take on what you have, and that weighs in on me. And I've tried my best to literally distance myself at a certain point. But other than that, bro, I've literally been doing things to keep me in a great space. I've been playing golf, even though we got to get it. I know.
Yes.
I know. My bad. But I've been literally playing 9 holes, bro. Today, I literally went out and parred every hole but 2. And one was and one was a birdie. Because my other games, I played like a bag of ass. You understand me? So today was a good day. So, I mean, I've just been doing things that literally have been keeping me in a great space and staying in a space where other people bring in a good energy to me. You know what I mean? And that's been the thing that I've been doing so far. Is attacking my stuff head on, doing things that I love to do, and trying to stay as light as possible. Be like water, like Bruce Lee. Be formless.
It expressed like a true blood type individual, you guys. You know, I have to say that as a fitness coach. Honestly, to be honest, I feel every single sentiment that Tevin said. I made it a habit. Honestly, really starting 2018 November with just starting with meditation and starting on my days with devotion, prayer, meditation.
I did that today.
You know what I'm saying? And I love teaching my clients. Actually, just taught another client how to meditate today. And it's like, when I stay in that space of starting every single my day with my devotional, prayer, and meditation, and then maybe my exercise, setting that atmosphere, nothing can get me off my path in that day. And so I'll say this, right? I don't feel like I have any crazy internal struggles that I'm dealing with or whatever, but I think all of us could say that we may heal from small things, day to day. Meditation is really the dumping of everything that we take on from day to day. And that's why people get, I feel like, mentally frazzled a lot of time, because they don't ever have that quiet space. Not sleeping, not just sitting in the tub. No, quiet. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, whatever. Clear that mind. And so, because I have that habit, and I meditate throughout the day, like, meditation is something that you get better at it in stages.
Oh, for sure.
When I first started meditating, it was just so I stopped having freeze moments in the day, from teaching mad kids at the Boys and Girls Club, like stopping like this for like 5 minutes on end. Like I got a glitch in my brain. Then come January, that's November, I'm good at meditation enough to where now I'm editing myself like a robot. I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to work for this job no more. Take procrastination out of me, put diligence in me, like meditating on concepts that I need to build my business. Gotcha. And so it's like I'm building myself up through meditation and visualization. And so then I get to the point I'm so good at meditation, I can meditate throughout the day without closing my eyes. See, we had a bad argument. It's no bad blood. I'm going to stop, deep breathe for like 3 minutes, and that energy's literally stays right there. Like, it's like, you can't get me out of this bubble. Unless I'm really passionate about something, I'll let myself go there. Right. Nah, and I'm eating right too, because your diet will throw you off.
That's it.
Ice cream will make me angry.
And wait.
Don't catch me the day after I eat ice cream.
And let's be clear.
That's on Monday, right?
Your little diets
actually had ice cream
are more than what you literally eat, bro. Like, it is literally what you digest with your
mental
eyes
health,
and all of that.
I'm telling you.
So be careful what you ingest all around.
And so that was like the third level, right? Meditating throughout the day, inhaling whatever. Whenever I felt energy drain, just that quick moment. Or I'll literally just leave a function maybe and meditate for like 5 minutes on the side of the house at a family reunion, whatever. Who knows?
Yeah, for sure.
If I just feel too much energy or bad energy, and then and the last stage I got to, we won't have to even go into this, but I had like a spiritual realm experience late last year. And it's just like, when you meditate, and say you meditate towards certain things maybe, or even with a spiritual sense behind it, you just see a lot more growth, mental health. I feel like I live in third person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm seeing all this crazy stuff going around, and it doesn't really affect me like that. You know what I mean?
That's the true definition of peace, to be real with you.
But loneliness, I do struggle with. I can admit that. I struggle with missing my family. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I struggle with worrying about them with all the stuff going on. And then I want a wife. I want a woman in my life. And so, yeah, I deal with loneliness. That's about the only thing.
No,
but God be with me, so I be straight.
I can dig, man. Everything happens for a reason, and that time and that process will play itself out. I truly believe that while you working on yourself, man, she's working on herself, and y'all really have not crossed paths because y'all are not ready for each other. If you met her too soon, then it would mess up. It's like giving a child a car at 10 years old versus giving him a car at 18 or when he's ready for it. That same gift given to you too early will literally cause destruction in your life. But if you literally wait and once it's manifesting and you're actually able to handle it, blessings.
And so for me, I feel like I've gotten
gems.
Yeah, nah, for
this
real.
This nigga is coming in today.
For me, I feel like I've gotten comfortable with my own company and not having to be around people.
Bro, and that is what you need. I am so sorry.
After a while, it's like, okay, I need some positive feminine energy in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
And I have clients. Most of my clients are girls, but you know.
No professionalism.
But yeah, exactly, right? You know, you can have conversations and, you know, they talk about personal stuff, but nah, you want that soulmate.
You want a deeper connection like somebody has over here.
Yeah, right. She's the, you know.
She's tapped
but
in.
Yeah, but tell us, how's your mental health been?
Tapped in.
Oh, man. I was at a moment where I was like really good and then really bad. I went through 2 weeks of like being depressed or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like not wanting to go to work, not really want to eat, like laying on the couch, crying. And before I got in a relationship with William, I kind of told him like, hey, these are some of the things that make me a little depressive. And I explained to him like what it was. I explained to him like how I normally react. I was like, just don't be that person like, hey, get up, it's okay. I was like, rub my back, let me
baby me.
No, not even baby me, because I'm like, if I want to be on the couch, like I just need to be by myself. See? And like
gotta grab the bottom of that foot and you know what I mean?
So like
yo, he trying to get comments, yo. Nah, I'm messing with him. He get
I'm not trying to get comments, but if you want to drop them, I'm all here for it. But go ahead.
I can't. But so like, you know, I went through a trauma a few years ago, so like every year, like the anniversary or whatever. Yeah, I get a little depressed. And so, you know, with him, he's very supportive, so he's been telling me like, hey, it's probably time for you to go back to counseling, you know, like, babe, let's go do something that you like, you know.
Shout out to Big Will, bro.
Man, Will is the truth. That's my husband, bro. Like, we gonna get married. You
Big Will, time to go shopping, big dog.
Hey, 6 1/4. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I was just literally going like 2 weeks of just really being like down, and I was like, you know what, I woke up one day like, you know what, fuck it, let me make my list in the morning, everything that I want to get done, and I'm gonna force myself to get out of this, and I did. Now I'm happy, you know. I'm over here cheering people up at work, and I'm happy now. But
let that be known, man. At some point, sometimes you're not gonna be able to get out of that hole with other. Sometimes you just literally have to say, you know what, I'm done in this place. And that's not for everybody, you know what I mean? It's not everybody's reality. But at the same time, too, a lot of us can literally just stand up. I feel like sometimes we feel like we're drowning in our situation, and you're literally in a kiddie pool. You're just laying down. Just stand up.
It's like a choice, like, yo, just decide.
Not everybody. I'm going to say that right now, because everybody's situation is different. Yeah. But a lot of us literally are deciding to lay down in the kiddie pool and, like, drown ourselves when we can literally just stand up.
Yeah, if you really think about it, like, there's so many decisions that come with, say, like, say for instance, like, say, oh, you know, my knee hurts, you know what I'm saying? And then people just let their knee just get worse. It's like, okay, but you're making a decision to not exercise. You're deciding to not do anything better. And so, like I was saying before this, for me, the word of the day is rabbit hole. And so with anything you're dealing with, you got to really just keep rabbit holing. Okay, if I'm depressed about this, why am I depressed? Okay, if I'm depressed, how do I get out of this? And you just keep rabbit holing to the root, to the answers, and make a habit of just rabbit holing. you have to get comfortable with uncomfortability. Right. Is what it is.
For sure.
And so when you get comfortable with that, with uncomfortability, it's hard for you to end up in uncomfortable situations, you know, and obviously everybody's situation is different, of course, but it does take going through expelling that energy through, of course, whatever you had to do, you know, to get out of the depressive mindset. And once you expel that energy, then the healing gotta come, you know.
But okay, so what do you say about people who are? I think you said before, like ABs really struggle with being with depression.
Okay, like, so so again, like you gotta realize that your mental health it ties into physical and your spiritual health. But if we're talking about the physical side, we're talking about at an AB blood type. So if y'all don't know, of course, I'm a fitness coach and I study blood types and I case study my clients. And I made a very bad habit of case studying my friends. I'm sorry, y'all. And it's a situation where almost every single AB blood type deals with anxiety and depression. A lot of times they'll hire me just because they're mentally like frazzled and they don't know why. And so because I know, of course, about blood types, which is connected to your genealogy, that goes with how you eat. Well, they're so mixed with every blood type before them, O, A, B, and AB. They have all the pros and cons. So they have more potential than every blood type, but they'll go through more mentally unless they're dieting and exercise. They feel exercise way stronger than any other blood type. That hormonal release that you feel after exercise, they feel that way stronger than any other. And so so they have all our sensibilities but cons too. And so you just gotta really figure out how to eat for you as an AB blood type. A lot of times, once I cut out something like red meat, or say we cut out, a pork or whatever, tomatoes, depending. Like sometimes it's only one food that literally, like, I could be eating everything right, but if I'm eating ice cream, like non-lactate ice cream, to next day, I want to fight. I want to work out. Don't try me, like, all y'all trainers trash on the gram. Like, I feel like, no, I'm kidding, yo. Like, I feel like that.
Aggressive Brandon.
Knowing yourself is also knowing yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. And emotionally.
What are the AB meats that they can have?
Oh, he's testing me.
I just wanted to make sure this is correct.
For one thing, I want to say, when you're looking, if anybody goes and researches blood type, for one, understand that there's no absolutes. Okay, just understand that out of every diet that you've ever heard of in your life, keto, paleo, the blood type, what makes it different is that it individualizes your body, and because it individualizes your body through genealogy in your blood type, right? You can couple people into these groups so they can figure out how. So people can basically be categorized how they should eat, and it's the most accurate for them to eat. But there may be one food that they can, or one food that they can't, depending on whatever in their genealogy is just slightly different.
Right.
So understand that's the most accurate way,
but it's still
not. But if we're talking about AB, and so they can't have chicken. Only really turkeys. There's no meat that's actually beneficial for them, I don't believe. But turkey's edible, maybe goat and lamb. Yeah. But anything like pork or chicken or beef, like
pork is not good for you at all.
Pork isn't good for any human being, for one, unless you want worms and parasites in your brain and eating the food out of your stomach. But yeah, man, knowing yourself, know your blood type, know yourself spiritually, mentally, all of that,
Yeah, but guys, if you still struggle with mental health, like, it's okay to say you're not okay. Like, go get help. Go on our social media. There's also going to be a link so you can find a therapist in your area,
Yeah, man, and, just to follow with that, right, it's like this, like, I also want people to realize, too, you can talk to friends, you can talk to a therapist all day, which you need to, because you got to get it out of you, and that energy. But at the end of the day, the healing is always going to be done by yourself. It's always going to be done by yourself.
Facts.
But you know what's not done by yourself?
What?
Fucking vaccine.
Oh!
Okay, so like
COVID.
if someone from the government knocks on your door today and says, "Hey, you have to go get vaccines, or you about to get this fine and be put in jail," what you doing?
Was that like a real question?
Yeah. What
Oh,
you doing?
like first?
Yes. First. Tevin and
I
Brennan.
really hope and pray that we can continue this and I don't be in jail. Like, because they're really saying that, well, for one, there's no, of course, and for me, like, not taking a vaccine isn't a religious thing to me. Like, and they're not even respecting that, people's religious beliefs for that. They're saying, no, you get fined or going to jail. So I'm either going to be broker or I'm going to be behind bars when this happens. Or I'm going to be off the grid in the wilderness gardening.
I wonder if it's going to be like a misdemeanor or a felony.
I don't know, man, because what they're saying is that because it outweighs the public health and all this stuff. Like, I'm going to go look up some stuff, but y'all continue.
I'm not going to lie to you. I can't necessarily answer that question in its entirety because it's like, you could easily say, you know what? I'm not going to take it. Send me to jail. And that's all well and good, but nigga, let's be
If
real.
they knock on your door.
Bro, they're not going to knock on my door. They don't knock on my door. Because I'm just not going to answer. What you going to do? You can't come in. It's private property. But if I'm faced with that, I literally don't know. Because, of course, I really don't want to take the vaccine, to be real. I don't even know if it's fully flushed out or are we going to be the guinea pigs for the first wave or whatever. But I don't want to take that vaccine. But I don't know how many opportunities you'll get to be like, no, I'm not going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because we still have life. I literally cannot go to jail. I got things that I need to do. Everybody has life. People got kids. X, Y, and Z. I got money to make. I'm an entrepreneur. I cannot make money in jail. You feel me? And go ahead.
No. Finish what you were saying.
No, I was about to ramble, I guess.
Like, I just think it's like fucked up a little bit that they're trying to test it on black people first. It's a little fucked up.
Well, I don't know if you know it for a fact, but
I don't
you
know
got
if it's
Bill
a fact,
Gates'
but
wife
there's
saying that
definitely
black folks
talk.
should get it first. Like, when you say things like that, that makes me not trust it. That makes me willing to go to jail for it.
Not only that, but Bill Gates even said, like, he doesn't know if it's 100% safe or effective.
On the news!
On the news. Like...
Can y'all look up the case about this whole thing, the vaccine, Dr. Fauci stumbling in court about, mad, nasty stuff that's in it? Like, I'm not going to rabbit hole on here. But y'all rabbit hole that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just nasty and it's nothing that's trustworthy. When you think about the last vaccination, syphilis, black community, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so, like, I don't want to say, I'm willing to go to jail just because I'm trying to be that bravado dude. No, it's like, y'all are saying stuff and making me so worried about this thing that I'm willing to be alive behind bars than feel like this thing is gonna set me up for something worse down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I don't know, man. But nah.
If they give us a choice,
everything I just said is cap. I don't want to go to jail.
What a mercy.
No, seriously, like, if say I get knocked in this mandatory vaccination, like, I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, I don't know what I'll really do.
Right. That's what
Nobody really knows, but I would hope that I would not have to get vaccinated. I just don't trust it.
I don't trust it either.
None of it.
I really don't.
I mean, but it's kind of, at this point, it's really hard. We're in a situation, it's hard to trust exactly what's coming out because we really don't know per se. And if we're talking about our history, we have a bad history of things happening to us with situations like this.
And we trust it.
And we trust it. Now, I mean, some of y'all can trust it if y'all want to, but literally just for me, I'm a little leery on this type of situations, like just going back at our history. And if we know anything about history, it does repeat itself. Not exactly, but it rhymes to some degree. So just be cautious, man. If y'all are pro it and it's gonna help, be a little.
I gotta find that movie that they made. It was about the whole syphilis, telling people, "Hey, you got."
First of all, I just hate the word, bro.
It sounds
syphilis.
I just think of nasty stuff.
I don't even want to think about this shit, bro. Like, real talk.
Well, since we're talking about some nasty stuff, let's talk about this WAP. So, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, you know, they partner up to make a song called WAP. We're not going to talk about what it means because you should know what it means. But a lot of people has been talking about, you know, they're either for or against, especially with the video. They saying that they should be role models. If I have a child, and this is me personally.
Before you even start, I just want to say,
go ahead.
I just want to say, I've seen a lot of podcasts, and I've seen a lot of people be super politically correct on this. Mm-hmm. I just want to see what will end up on the spectrum.
Can we play like a small clip of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard it. I'm literally going to play not even like...
Let me tell you, I heard this at my job, and remind you, I work at a Christian academy.
The song comes on.
Oh!
The song comes on. I saying, it's some hoes in this house.
I walked into my classroom. All I hear is some hoes in this house. I said, "This is the house of God. What are y'all doing?"
Yeah,
Let me see that video.
Yo, and before anybody goes and starts saying, "Oh, Christians be the main nasty ones," it's actually because of the Catholic government and their pedophilia. Go look into that. Don't put the same together.
I said certified free, 7 days a week.
This shit took me to my story.
Bro, the whole the water out the nipples thing on the screen, I'm like, what? I did this for a second. Look, they bad, like they beautiful, like, but I'm looking for every single subliminal message in this.
Put this cookie right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card.
Alright, so now that's even the clean version. It's what, wet and gushy.
Bro, they be making clean versions like people don't know.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When I heard the clean version first, but I said, ain't no way that that's what this song. You know what I mean? I feel like that was a nice way of spinning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The actual
we
situation.
Know what it means.
No, for sure. So, go ahead. You talking about the whole role model situation?
Role models. A lot of people are saying that they should be careful about what they put out here because they should be role models. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion is not the type of people I would want my child to consider as a role model.
Look what Tevin looking at, y'all.
Like,
look at what he looking at. Look at what he looking at.
Zoom. I hope y'all can see it.
I hope y'all can see it.
Role model.
Look, this nigga like,
Switch my wig, make him feel like a
you just gonna pause it right there, huh?
and put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight.
Put him on his knees and give him something to believe in. Nick. Alright, I'm done, bro. Go ahead. I'm done.
So, role models, do you think that they should be role models?
This is what I'm gonna say.
That wet English.
Rap and ball, because I'm a hip hop head and I love rap and hip hop. The lyricism, the bars, the production is there. All right, let's just say that. On that tip, y'all, you know, it's the aesthetics. I'm an artist, you know, I can appreciate that. I'm not gonna tell y'all who your role model should be because I can't tell y'all nothing in life. But me in my house. Nah, let me stop. Let me do this. I'm not gonna be a hypocrite because for one, I don't want to sound like the misogynistic dude like who's getting on a woman, right?
You lost it.
No. Just know, like,
I'm like, no way.
No, this, I really feel like, well, you gotta understand. No, this is what I think about when I see this. I'm gonna say this. I look at the. I'm gonna do this.
Go ahead.
I look at the. Before I'm not, so I don't hypocrite myself, right? As a man, I've watched porn before, okay? All right, I've lusted after women, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here like I'm not ever a part of, say, the problem or whatever the situation. Like, as a man, I think we can say that, like, maybe we, you know, like, you know, we don't want to, women, y'all can do what y'all want, but let's just say this. Understand that when you present yourself a certain way, no matter what you think people should care about, at the end of the day, you're gonna attract what you put out. Like, whether you wanna like say, oh, there's more to me and all that stuff, that's cool. But human nature judges, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And it's, for me, if I'm just thinking about, say, role models for if I had kids or girls, all I'm gonna say is, like, look, man, at the end of the day, like, you know, people go through different situations. You know what the thing is, like, some people got strip, some people go through prostitution, whatever. But if you don't have to, like, exploit yourself, like, what I'm seeing is that it's gone to a point of where we respected people for what they've been through and having to exploit themselves, and so we don't judge that. But now it's a situation where I say, I guess women are taking the power it's supposed to be and with self-exploitation. My issue with this is I'm gonna connect it to slavery. Yo, black women, like, white men exploited, you know, us, you know what I'm saying? Exploited our black women to the world, you know what I mean? If I'm just thinking on that tip, I'm thinking this looks like a little bit of mental slavery to me, a little bit. It looks like, oh, we've been bashed for so long, right? Mm-hmm. That we're now doing a whole 180 and right. And so for me, it's like, okay, cool, like, do what you want. I'm not gonna judge it, right? But I think it's reactive. I think what we're seeing in music a lot is a reaction of a lot of the trauma, a lot of the pain, a lot of the historic stuff that's happened on women, on the black community. And now stuff like this is really, it's a reaction from all of that. It's like, nah, we gonna do it to our own selves. Like, you can't do it to us. And so it's just like I don't know, man. It's a complicated thing, man. And I'm not judging you. Do your thing.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like, y'all know I'm a little different.
Shoot from the hip.
Well, first of all, I may be like one of the very few women who will say, like, I'm not really a big Megan Thee Stallion fan. I feel like there's more than just twerking and shit like that. You feel me? So this song, I mean, it didn't really
do it for you.
Yeah, it didn't really do it for me because I'm not that type. I'm not about to listen to a whole Megan Thee Stallion song. I'm not about to be at in the club and shit. Like, you feel me? I'm more of a Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu. I listen to,
shout out,
you feel me,
to
like
Auntie Badu.
Yeah, like, I'm more to like the soulful type of vibe. So like that twerking and City Girls and shit. I ain't gonna I know more men that like City Girls than I do.
Chill out.
Facts.
They
love that shit. Like, I don't wear jobs, bitch. I am a job. Like, I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, what?
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit doesn't do anything for me. I mean, that's them. What they eat don't make me shit. So you feel me? Like I said, that's not somebody I look up to. I don't even really like Meg Thee Stallion like that, you know. I love that she's still going to school while she's doing her hot girl shit. But that's about it. You're not about to see me and
I mean, it's the whole thing.
Right.
People say balance and you can do both, and I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like,
well,
okay, cool, you can, but it's like,
be careful what you put out there.
Like, if you want to be a role model, like, you're talking about being a role. I don't know. I'm just thinking about, like, if you think about the next generation of people, like, that come up underneath this era of music. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just gotta think about it, man. Like, you gotta really think about the psychology. People don't think about psychology. They just think, oh, it's just art and it doesn't affect you. But psychology is a thing, and it all does affect you.
But you know what? Cardi B said a few years back that she said that she's not trying to be nobody's role model. She said it's a parent's job to be their kid's role model. She didn't start her career to be like, hey, I want to be somebody's role model. She said she started her career to make some money.
Hold on.
Wait, did somewhere in there they said something about role models?
Well, no, because a lot of feedback from this video, there's like CeeLo Green has said something about them, you know, like basically. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So basically, he was just saying that this shit is basically trash. Like, they need to be mindful of what's going on. And it's a lot of celebrities are saying, like, yo, we're going to hold you accountable for this because this is not okay. Mm-hmm. And Cardi B already said years ago, like, she's not trying to be nobody's role model. She said, if your kid looks up to me, then you fail because you're supposed to be your child. You're supposed to be your child's role model. I didn't start my career to be your child's role model. I started my career to make money. Honestly, I agree with her. What you would do for money, that depends on you.
Money, man. Like, and that's my thing. Like, I think most people, money is the center of their world. Like, and I don't think people like understand that. Even if you don't verbally say that, it's still true. If you're going to work just to pay bills and die, money's the center of your world. You work for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some people end up in situations where unfortunately they're willing to do almost anything for money. And I just think it's a situation where it's like, y'all, we gotta be like a little bit more cognizant. Like, get in the bag is cool, but we shouldn't, not care about anybody else who's affected by how we get the bag. It's like the drug dealer that is pouring like mad drugs into his community. Yo, I'm just trying to get the bag, but I'm still poisoning my own community. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what I will say
again, I've been a man who's been a part of it, so let me not be a hypocrite, right?
Now, what I will say, I think, let me not say I think. I know that there are a lot of women who are basically defending them because they're like, bruh, we've literally accepted men like using us as sex symbols for so many years. They say the most disrespectful shit. Mm-hmm. But then when a woman turns that and like basically we do it ourselves, now it's a problem. Now we need to talk about role models and shit like that. You literally got who was it, Lil Baby that just said throat babies, like, let me put my babies in your throat. And niggas is literally singing that shit in the club. Bitches is dancing to that shit. But then when females come out and say, I got this wet ass pussy, like, now it's, oh my God.
So hold on. So look, let me rock real quick.
Come on. I've been waiting.
I've been waiting. But I had this a lot because this topic is really heavy and you have to be careful on the approach you take because it's like, I don't necessarily agree or disagree with it, particularly because of the way it's been set up. Okay. So we talk about them first foremost. We said role models. Technically, they're not supposed to be a kid's role models. You're supposed to be a kid's role models. You actually dictate what your kids should view, and you need to be more of a parent in the situation, right? If you don't want them seeing this, then you have to take responsibility and actually be more of a parent. I know we got a lot going on. You go to work, you do your thing. You're not worried about the little details. But these are the little details. And if you don't want them,
the internet.
No, for right, like facts. But I mean, that's first and foremost. You be your own kid's role models. It's not their responsibility to teach your kids how a woman should be, or, you know what I mean, or vice versa. But we also have to say the individual's responsibility. The reason why, or individual's position. The reason why they're in most of these positions like this, like Cardi B, like she was like, man, I had to do what I had to do to get to a certain point. This is what's going to sell. I need to get out of my situation, and it has done that. So for her, it's like, well, why would I stop on what's popping? Keep going. So like, because it's a machine, right? We talking about getting the bag. Now, I don't necessarily knock her for that, bro, because get your money. But just understand that these things have ramifications. And if she's cool with those ramifications, from her perspective, that's not her issue. And we're also all having to deal with this issue, and we have to deal with it on a lower level, on our level, with our kids and our family and our discussions and how we walk. I need to be a walking example of what my son should be growing up, and my wife should be a walking example of what my daughter should be growing up. And if she sees this, she should see a contradiction. So if she chose that lifestyle, it wasn't because she didn't have a good example. It was because that's what she chose to do, and some people will choose to do it. On the back end, the men's part, we've also played a part in it, like you said, because we've literally made women these sex symbols for so long. So now they're just saying, okay, well, I've been in the background for so long, and why not come to the forefront and make all this money that you've been making too? So we also have a part to play, but at the same time too, we can't talk about men's responsibility in the situation without talking about women's responsibility. The thing is, you've been our sex symbol for so long because you've opted to be the sex symbols for so long.
That's
like, you have to understand, I'm not knocking it, but
damn,
y'all literally
he put everything I was saying, like I'm saying what he's saying. I'm gonna just go with what he said. About Josh was all over the place.
Hey, Devin came back back and was like, full force. Y'all getting this.
Go.
You want to get this work. All right, but no. Women's responsibility, like I said, y'all opted to be in the situation, right? You literally could have chosen to say, as a woman's image, I would not put this out there and be the thing. Be the case. People wanted that attention so bad. They wanted this. I want to be seen, and this is a way to do so. A lot of people may have been in rebellion, whatever reason, but you set the tone for what was going to come next. Whatever woman had done it before set the tone for everybody else after that, and that's the responsibility of what we have to take on. Right now, again, if you like it, cool. I mean, everybody won't like or dislike it or be with it. You know what I mean? But that's something we have to take. Now the video as a whole, right? The video as a whole. To me personally, I really don't rock with it. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, from the male perspective, like, oh yeah, I mean, it's ass and titties everywhere. Of course, from the male side, yes, but I don't rock with it simply because I don't like the message that it is sending out. Though it is appealing to me as a man because it is literally what men are attracted to. I'm attracted to the video, but I don't think the video is doing any good for us in the long haul.
Exactly.
And what was the last one I had? This actually should jump us right into relationship statuses and how we treat people as human beings, since we're talking about women and people and them being treated in human society. Mm-hmm. So,
if we're gonna talk about how we treat, like, if we're just starting out with how we treat, say, like,
humans.
Like, and no matter what anybody chooses to do, whether they, work at the bank or whether they strip at the club or whatever. Everybody should be treated the same, right?
For sure.
Like, just because they choose to do this, they shouldn't be treated the same. They shouldn't be disrespected.
No, definitely not.
But, at the same time, I do think it is smart psychology to understand that you still attract what energy you put out.
That's facts.
Like, it's just life. There's, no matter how you want to put excuses behind how you think people should be, at the end of the day, it is just life. And it's the way it is. What you put out is what you attract. You got to treat everybody the same, man, with respect and with love. Especially in today's age, I feel like a lot of people are going on with this whole mask situation. You can't even see people's face or smile. My boy Jemiah told me, like, what he'll do is go to the store, you see a cute girl's eyes, he'll be like, pulled out a mask. And it's like, like, we're missing out on humanity a little bit, I feel like people's relationships are, with some people, the relationships are getting strained, and with others, they're becoming closer, depending on where you're at in life, But I don't know what y'all think, how are y'all relationships in your circles? For me, I've been weaning off unnecessary hairs, but I've been solidifying with family, especially family that is on the same. I've been more solidifying with people who are on the same mental wave as me.
Gotcha.
Honestly, whether you're friend or family, to be honest. And it's just kind of on some thing where it's like, okay, if you're not on the same spiritual and mental wave, then we might not, we can have love, but the circle, I gotta keep my circle, like, tight.
Circles expand, and they definitely, people grow out of each other. We grow into different circles. And I think that when we talk about circles, we forget the fact that, like, circles overlap, like Venn diagrams. So it's not the fact that we're not necessarily the same circle, but where our circle used to fall, you have slid out a little further on the outside. So you're still connected. We're still friends. But on the end of the day, like, we have fallen to this point where on the outside, you're an associate. Yeah. So we associate ourselves with a specific thing. You're my football guy, right? Yeah. So when it's football season on, bro, we might be just best of friends. And you slid into the inner circle.
Anything you realize, I really realized this late last year. People keep you in your life for whatever, in their mind, while you're in their life. Like, you're in your, like, people have you in their life for whatever you give to them, whatever they get from you.
Right.
Whenever they don't get that from you, that's when things dissipate. And sometimes it could be a very shallow thing, to be honest, but sometimes it could be like something,
But see, that shows you, again, like, we're talking about that inner circle.
Yeah.
Like, you have a friend that literally, like, for me personally, I can say I'm this type of person. Like, I don't like to just get from relationships. I'm a person that actually gives into a relationship first. I like to, I like to be an active participant in our friendship. So if you need something from me, if I have it in my realm of possibility, it is yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, not because, you can't do anything for me, that we're not friends. Because actually, it should be both ends. We're both pouring into this friendship together actively. So, even if right now you can't do anything for me, hey, bro, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Yeah.
Let's go do this.
And I think it's up to a person's inner responsibility to do that because most people don't operate like that.
No, of course not.
And that's the thing. Reality, I had to come to the conclusion. Most people really dip out or won't stick around if they don't. If say one thing happens where they don't feel like they're getting what they need from you or they get from you, then that's it. But you know, I think it's a situation for me personally. I realize I'm in a decent space in life, and so I try to understand for that person almost why or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm a little bit mentally healthier. Let me give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a love thing, not just a, oh, like, you did 30 deuces. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think we're very hit.
This time has opened my eyes to a lot of things. Friend-wise, I've kind of distanced myself from people I used to hang around. The only person I got closer to is William. Like, even like close family, I kind of distanced myself away from. Just, I don't know, it's just this time is really exposing people.
People are solidifying themselves, is what I'm realizing.
Yeah.
The best part about this year is honestly watching certain friends glow up and do their thing.
Man,
and
for
I've
sure,
been, and it's like
for sure.
That brings me the most joy in life to see other people do decent. Because now I don't have to be lonely in decent world. No, but really, like, you know, it's a beautiful feeling, like, to see other people feel the potential. But I mean, yeah, like, people are really showing their true colors these days. Like,
yeah.
Like, I mean, like, you actually got on the internet and said that. Like, if you even looking at the whole, you know, that world and stuff. I'm looking at it.
It's getting real. 2020 has been a year, y'all.
Yo, man, look, man, like.
You know what I feel like 2020 was, though, for everybody? And I want to be sensitive to people who have lost somebody, of course, because, I mean, that's never a great thing. But I will say, and even in that, there's still a lesson. For 2020 is what everybody needed individually. So for some people, if you lost somebody, it's to show you your mentality that you are not untouchable, and you know what I mean, something can't happen. Life could be here today and gone tomorrow, and that means maybe you need to appreciate the people that are here right now. It means you need to value these small moments. For some people, it told you that the thing that you hid behind, which is your money, which you had to constantly go out and chase and get, when it slowed up, you lost it. So you lost an identity of who you were, but you were somebody without the money. For other people, it told you that, hey, my job fell through. That means that I need to hustle more. And it told you something about yourself that you didn't know. I'm actually a hustler. I'm actually an entrepreneur.
Jails, ain't he?
Man.
You know what I mean? But for real, like,
that's
that's...
the podcast.
That's
I'm kidding.
Tavin's world.
these are just things that, like, in my time, my downtime, these are the things that I'm observing. And I feel like it's one of those things we need to do that more often and view. I feel like my goal was, or something somebody told me once was, life happens for you, not to you.
That's facts.
And when you look at it through that lens,
perspective is everything. A perspective switch can literally change
you're in the
way you look at something,
yo.
And that's one of the things I've really tried to master in life is the way I look at a situation. Just like a lot of people, they look at like this year is like horrible and all that stuff. Well, I'll tell you this: 2019 warming up, I was looking at all the 2020's my year, whatever. I was kind of more in a preparative mind state. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a lot of stuff was actually about to happen. Like with my meditation, I'm telling you, I had a little spiritual realm experience. And it was like, yo, realizations. But with that being said, it's like getting into this year now, it's like, yo, you got to realize, I realize more than ever now that everybody in this world has a purpose for their life.
Oh, for damn sure.
And what I'm seeing is people are really choosing, or the people are really fighting for and looking and searching for their purpose. You know, I've had some really deep heart-to-hearts with some friends on this couch in the last couple of weeks, and just us talking about the things that they've been dealing with, and how their life has come to a head now. Life coming to a head. That quote, like, I feel like is the quote of the year. Everything is coming to a head. Things in your life are coming to a head. This is the year that you really choose. Am I gonna be successful? Am I gonna be better? Or am I gonna really go the same path in life. Like, I really see people solidifying themselves in who they are. You know?
You know what? I follow Transformation Church out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? And you know how he does? It's just the word of the year. And this year was stronger at the very beginning of the year. And it was like everything was going great. Even for me, Chance, you know, we were having 3 game nights a week. We was rocking. And the crazy thing is, no, he was there. When everything was like starting to shut down, it's like, well, damn, how does this really play into stronger? And as I really look at the year, it's almost like when you put metal into that hot furnace, all the impurities float to the top, and what remains is the strongest part of the metal. We're put into a furnace where everything is literally looking like, you know, nothing's going my way. I'm in this furnace. All these things are falling off. Friendships of people showing their real colors. That is literally all of the impurities of your life floating to the top, and what's left to, you know, in the end of the year will be literally the purest you. And at the end of the day, literally, like my game Chance, I've sold 50 decks within 2 months, man. That's more than we've done so far. You know what I mean? But even in the slowing down, I've had to do less, and things have happened even more so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, for real, I've realized, I had a phone broken situation, kayaking incident where my phone, couldn't use my phone for like 5 days. And so it forced me to be off of like the internet, like on my phone. The mental clarity and spiritual clarity I got was beautiful. I really was talking about deleting my Instagram, like after that, like, you know what I mean? But you know what happened is, I put out that people like, oh no, my motivation morning, whatever. Oh, now y'all show love. You know what I'm saying? How was I gonna connect what I was saying to your thought? What'd you just say? The last thing you just said?
Shit.
50 decks he sold.
I saw 50 decks in 2
months.
Oh, yeah. Doing less.
And so going through that period, I couldn't do no marketing, but I was still getting clients and client leads and stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute. Have I actually worked myself into the space where I don't really need to market myself like that? I can live off of referrals or just getting leads through. And I realized, shoot, I don't need social media to keep growing my business. All I need is my Thumbtack profile, and I can stay off of Instagram. You know what I mean? And so, doing less and not having to do all the little... I still want to be excellent in how I present and market my business, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm realizing, I don't have to be like this and looking up the latest this. And I've already worked myself into a space and a spiritual, a wisdom, to be honest, where it's not, I don't have to think so logical and everything. But my experience and the wisdom I accumulated from that allows me to know, okay, when I need to actually push, okay, I can step back and hang, you know what I mean? And no, man, I feel that I've been able to do more with less, a little bit, that's dope,
Well, I'm proud of you guys. If nobody else says it, I'm so proud of you guys. The client. He got his game night Thursdays, Barber Bistro.
Oh,
and he ain't even advertising for himself. I got you.
With kids in school this year.
You feel me? These guys.
And Mimi got some Black Excellence things coming her way too.
Yes, her business is definitely flourishing. She's doing a number of things.
She's doing this diaper cake thing and the cake diapers.
That's why they cleaning
diaper cakes. My cleaning business has really
done well.
the cleaning
business. Okay, yeah.
I signed some more clients, and I'm actually happy. I'm about to start my own eco-friendly cleaning solutions. I'm about to start selling. So
okay, that's what's up. Exciting.
I'm gonna give y'all a bottle. Do y'all clean? Do y'all?
What? Do I clean?
No, I don't know if
Do you clean? No, my shit
I just sweep this floor before you came.
I didn't mean like that.
Clean
do y'all
for what, bro?
clean?
For what? Bleach for what?
It's just testosterone in
I'm
here.
Sorry.
We don't do nothing productive. We just
run water on it, bro. It'll be alright.
I'm gonna
give y'all a bottle.
I did do that with my hair for some years. Just run water and go out the house. Dry. Super dry.
Nah, you can't do that.
I
learned. I met a black woman barber. She saved me.
Oh, bro. So you said before you wanted to put us on game with what's going on.
Yeah, man. I think we should really just, we talking about all this great Black excellence stuff, but we're talking about stuff that's happening in America for the most part. You know what I mean? Besides COVID. But let's acknowledge that we all human beings on this planet and we all going through things. So I just want to shout out to Beirut. Their situation. The boat that wasn't moved, for years basically exploded, due to some government issues, and mad people died. So, that's something that just can't hit you unless you're really in the situation, man. So just pray for them, empathize, and then Indonesia, volcano eruption. So now they're dealing with clouds of ash clouding everything, and hopefully it doesn't erupt, you know what I mean? And just keeping the world in mind, people, everybody's going through, keeping them in prayer, you know what I'm saying? Even though some people are doing good, some people are still struggling out here. But at the end of the day, we want everybody to do good, man. So, sentiments.
Hey, Tevin, go give them some good news. We can't end off on no bad news.
Oh, I'm going to end this with a quote of the day because I didn't do it at the beginning.
You didn't?
Go ahead.
Sure, go ahead. Oh,
I want you to go first. I'm going to end it with a quote.
Oh, you said good news?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were just talking about business and everything, and how we had the Thursday night game nights, and we have literally, because we've been doing so successful with the Thursday night game nights, our Wednesday night, Spin reached out to us and actually offered us and asked us to come back to do Wednesday nights.
Nice.
So potentially, depending on how that goes and what we talk about, we could have another game night per week coming, and that would be good because one is in Marietta and the other will be in the city, so people can get there. It's accessibility. So
these folk looking at Tevin like money now. Tevin like a walking money bag now.
Nah, man.
These businesses want
I'm
them.
gonna hold you, bro. It looks that way, man, but investment sometimes really puts you in a bind. You gotta realize
most definitely.
to really keep your business successful, it isn't just all money. Hell, like sometimes in your first 2 years, you really aren't making a profit. So if you're looking at entrepreneurship and saying, "Oh, I'm winning," trust me, it is a process. And literally, sometimes you have good months or good years, and you have bad years. It took us a whole, long time to get out of the red. At one point, we had to literally put in personal funds to levy out what happens. We're just now getting to a point where we're really like breaking even, starting to make little profits. But it's about exposure. Money isn't the big thing when it comes to entrepreneurship. It is about the brand and the connection that you have with the people that literally support your brand. I'm not even really in there for the money. I didn't even create this game to make money. I created this for the homies, just so we can have a good time. So at the end of the day, if you think, hey, I'm a walking money bag, I mean, not yet, but you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's literally not about money. It's about the personal connection with my audience. That's it, man.
Hey, much love to you, Tev. All I'm saying is that these businesses are starting to look at him like he money is. That's all I'm saying. And speaking it into existence, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't about money, but I still, I want all my people to, like flourish financially, too. You don't got to be rich, but, man, when you can live comfortably, financially, that's a beautiful thing.
Oh no, it's coming.
Comfortably.
It's coming. It's coming quick.
Yeah, it's coming quick.
It's coming quick,
existence, King.
You're starting to see it speed up. I just told you I sold 50 decks in 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
50 decks. Oh, that's
50?
That's money.
With no hard promotion, no us really been in that. Like, come on, man. That's a blessing, brother.
Ooh, boy, shoot, man.
Hey.
Let me go create a video game. Card game.
Lord have mercy.
Nah.
What you got, man?
Quote, man?
Drop
Let's end this quote, man. With wisdom comes the desire for simplicity.
You ain't lying.
Let's just ponder that again. With wisdom comes the desire for simplicity.
No, you don't, bro. That
man,
I don't even have to ponder that, bro. That's
fact.
It's lit. Like the older you get, you realize like everything is fluff. Like
fluff.
Everything else is fluff, and you realize, bro, like I don't need it. That's not the thing that's really gonna drive my life in a successful way. There are literally people that have so much less than you that are happier than you, and it's because they understand the fundamental things, bro. Things do not make you happy. You, your personal, like how you take on your day, your perspective. All of these things accumulate to your own personal happiness. And at the end of the day, simplicity, you only need the bare minimum. Everything else is fluff. Now, if you want it, go get it.
Yeah, man. And I feel like a king. You feel like a king either way. Like, for me, I got dents in my car. I got a roommate in an apartment. And I'm really looking forward to, hopefully getting a home maybe next, right? But even in this situation where I feel like, at 26, I want to have my own house and my own Jaguar. Like, bro, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I see people who have so much, and I'm happy with them.
Pressure.
And so, for you to just realize, you gotta get comfortable with yourself, meditate, comfortable with your God, whatever you believe in. Yes, we're here. And try for simplicity, man. That's when simplicity is gonna really make you.
Shit, look, the other one says simplicity is the ultimate sophistication.
I mean, yeah. I have to stop talking so much so I can look more wise.
You know what? I'm gonna try y'all advice and meditate more because I've been like.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're just starting out, what got me going at the beginning to like help me get the basics of it was literally Headspace.
Yeah,
it's a little 10-day or 12-day thing where we walk you through it, and then you kind of start to tell yourself those things. And I'm telling you, so if you want to do it, Headspace.
No,
I need that.
Y'all should sponsor us.
Maybe one episode will meditate on here for y'all and
I'm
show
with
y'all
it.
how to meditate. You know what I'm saying?
I need
And she'll
it.
give you her real time experience on how she felt. You know what I mean?
Hey, we should make that. Let's do it.
Next episode, maybe, I don't know.
I'm all for it.
Hey,
Or
let's
talks
talk
on
about
the rocks before we get drunk.
It's a meditate before we.
Jesus. If y'all haven't seen Talk on the Rocks, go check it out.
Right.
You can listen to it on all the platforms. You can go watch it on YouTube. Check us out. Alright.
Alright, well look. That's Excellence is an Understatement podcast.
Hey.
We out of here, deuces.
A little shimmy shimmy.
What was it?